they wanted them to be done. I've recently rediscovered the glory of oval shaped nails. I truly feel like my most lavish when I have oval, 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 oval shaped nails. You may notice, oh shit, I gotta redo the top cut on this one. It's a little funky. I never really strive for perfection when I do my own nails, because I know it's for naught. But it always sucks when there's like one little spot. So you may notice, after all my griping earlier today, I purchased myself a little ring light. Now I'm still trying to figure out if I like it or not. It's quite bright, which I guess my whole problem before was that it's too dark, but I feel like it's too bright for the ASMR vibe, so you'll have to let me know what you think. I like it though, it makes me feel very official. I feel like I look flossy fierce, you know, I feel quite illuminated, should I say. Anyway, I'm a little tired. I did have a little edible earlier, but like a long while earlier, like definitely more than 4 hours ago, so I think I'm just sleepy. Okay. Oh, cool. My neighbors are gonna walk right over my head right now. No, keep walking. Do your thing, girl. We'll wait. Oh, I wonder if they were wearing heels. I wonder where they were going. So my bed obviously is right behind me, but this area of my apartment is right where my neighbors enter their apartment, which is fine. Like I never hear them when I'm in my living space, but when I'm in bed, I hear them every morning get up and leave as I'm waking up in the morning, which like on work mornings is great because I get like hear, I know other people are getting up, going about their day, going to work. It's motivating. On the weekends though, it's like my feet, like your feet, are like 4 feet from my head, and I would really like to sleep some more. Alright, with an adequately whispered intro, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Today, I felt a lot more like myself than I have in a really long time, which was kind of exceptional. I woke up, I took the day off of work because I've still been feeling really sick. I took the day off yesterday. I emailed yesterday saying I wasn't going to be at work. And, but I woke up on time for work, and I had to go pick up a prescription. And so I left the house a lot earlier than I normally do and got to see the morning light for the first time in a couple of days, since I've been sick for a couple of days. And if not a couple of months. And I went and I picked up my prescription, and then across the street I got a delicious chocolate croissant, and it soon is to make a notebook haul, but I fear I'm a little too spacey tonight to make that happen. But we did a croissant tour, and we went to probably like definitely upwards of 5, but maybe upwards of 10 bakeries all across the city, and we ranked them, and the bakery that wasn't the best in my opinion still ranks highly among them. My favorite croissant in the city now, though, or my favorite pastry in the city now, though, is a bakery that has opened since then. But the bakery I went to today was on that croissant tour. I don't know if I said that before. And at the time, they have like a very specialty croissant at this bakery, and we ordered that for our croissant tour, but like really, today I had just a basic chocolate croissant, and it was really good, like really exceptional. I don't know, I think for the past month, maybe longer, I've been having a really hard time. I've been quite down. My therapist even was like, sounds like you're depressed, and I was like, well, someone had to say it. And I really don't feel like myself, and that's so hard. It's hard to connect with the people that I care about. It's hard to do my job. It's hard to, make videos and just feel connected in the world. When I'm not entirely sure why I don't feel like or I know why I don't feel like the person that I am. It's because I've been quite sick. But being unsure of how to reconnect. And I don't know if it was like the simple goodness of this croissant today or what, but I ate that croissant, and just the whole time I was eating it, I was consumed by the sensory experience of eating it, that it was just so good. And like, things have been pretty low recently, and like, eating food normally brings me a lot of joy. I'm a tourist through and through, and like that, I've even really struggled with my appetite, which is challenging. I mean, I think I've probably mentioned my history of eating disorders, and it's really challenging when my appetite starts to go away. It can be really triggering. And just eating the croissant today, like, and just purely enjoying it. And I also needed to go to Target, and so I, after that, picked up a cup of coffee and went over to Target, which was really nice to go in the middle of the day. And then I realized, like, I don't have to, I wasn't feeling sick enough at the time where I needed to, like, basically what I'm trying to say is that I was able to also, like, enjoy that trip to Target and get to see all the Christmas decor and get some things that I needed. Oh, 2 of them are actually sitting right here. I'll grab them and tap on them since I've got, 3 of them actually. Oh, one of them wasn't from Target. I'll tap on them. But it just, I don't know. I don't know if you've heard that song by Maggie Rogers, Back in My Body, but I'm a person for whom my body and my physical state, my mental state, my body and my mind are inextricably linked. And often when I'm in a state of mental distress, I'm very disconnected from my body. And I felt today, like, a little bit back in my body. I was ecstatically happy for it just felt like something gave, but like not in a bad way, in a good way. And I, there's a little fly. And I know that that's not permanent, like, that may not be the case tomorrow or the next day or what are you doing, little fly? But it was the case today, and it was really exceptional. It made me really happy. And then I came home and I worked on some paperwork that I have to fill out for work, and I went for a walk in one of the most beautiful places near my home. And I got to walk in the sunset and listen to music and just feel like kind of a badass. And then my best friend called me, and she's going through it. Her husband just like got some really intense news, and I think she exists in a family where it's less okay to not be okay, and maybe not even less okay, they just don't talk about it. Like my family, we're big talkers, as you might be able to imagine. Real big verbal processors over here, but she's my best friend, and our families are like best friend families, like we grew up together, and they're so different than my family, and they're coming home. She and her husband are coming home for Christmas, and they're gonna have, Thanksgiving, and we're gonna have Thanksgiving all together at her family's house, and the news that her husband got had to do with his family was really intense. And she was talking about having to tell her family about what was happening, and really seemed to not be looking forward to that. I felt like I was able to be a really good friend to her, which made me feel really good, because I think I've been taking a lot more than I've been giving recently in terms of my friendships and relationships. And I know that all friendships and relationships are a two-way street, but it felt really good after her and many of my other friends and family being there for me over the past couple of months to be able to be there for her too. And I also think that there's no necessary mental state required to be there for someone. I'm not a subscriber to the idea of you have to love yourself before you love other people. No. I think that makes it all the better. If you're able to love and accept yourself, that makes the love that you give other people all that more boundless. But I also think that that's not a requisite for being able to truly love other people either. The thing that I got at Target, I got a spoolie and these brow scissors from Japonesque, yeah. I also got two other things. I also got these acrylic nail trimmers, because whenever I do longer acrylics, I always have to cut them down, because these are long nails by my standards. For me in my life, this is a long nail, These I feel a little bit gesticulate with my hands a lot. But I always try and clip them with normal nail clippers, and it just never really works. And then I always go to order it on Amazon, one of these, and it's for some reason I always just don't go through with it. And so I was at the store today, and they had it, and I was because you can also dermaplane with them to like remove kind of the peach fuzz in it. I've heard that like dermaplaning can kind of be a physical exfoliant, which I know it's kind of a mixed bag on physical exfoliants as opposed to chemical exfoliants on your skin, but I mostly use these kind of razors for my eyebrows. So, so I got these at Target, and then I went to Ulta, and there was like a bag of like probably 20, 50, like a lot of these kind of razors, like in bulk at Ulta, and I'm like, fuck, this was like $10 for 3 of them. I was like, but I couldn't figure out how much the bag was, so maybe it was hell expensive, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I went on a walk in a beautiful place and watched the sunset, and then drove home and made, like, reheated some food from last night, and then took an edible, and then promptly ordered Wendy's after that, because I didn't have a lot of dinner, and, real health icon over here. No, food is not moralized. And I ate it all up, and it was real tasty. And I've got the yaws, so then I watched Below Deck for like a couple hours, which is honestly an unhinged show. I'm watching season 3. My best friend told me to watch it, and she said that I didn't need to start in any particular season. I could start whenever, and she's like, season 3 is the juiciest, and I was like, bet. So, I'm watching Below Deck, and, yeah, and then I did my nails, and now here we are, chatting with one another. And I'm gonna do some yoga and then go to bed. I started doing a yoga with Adrian yoga journey. I'm doing the series, it's called Move. I did the one called Home. What the fuck is happening? I did the one called Home in the summer of 2020. I really enjoyed it. I really love yoga as a tool for connecting with your body and your mind and your spirit, and especially right now, I think my body feels like about as weak as it's maybe ever been. Like, as I've mentioned before on the channel, I, grew up as an athlete. My relationship to my body is like highly, highly dictated on my body's ability to like participate in sport, basically. And so it's been really, really weird over the past 2 months to like not be able to run, really, not be able to do sports, not be able to like exert myself heavily. I went for like a run. I went for 2 runs a couple weeks ago when I gotten better from one sickness, but I had yet to get sick again, which was okay, but it was like 2 days of running. And I've been going for really long walks, which I love long walks. I'm a big walk girl, like, regardless of the health benefits. Like, I just love a walk. I love listening to music. I love talking to friends. I love, like, listening to podcasts. Like, I'm a big, big walking girl. But yeah, so I decided to start doing a yoga journey with Adrian, which maybe was bold given the fact that my health is pretty inconsistent these days. But I did yoga like 2 days ago, and yesterday, my body was just like craving that movement, and like I hadn't done yoga in a really long time before that, and I just like got to the midpoint of my day, and I could just feel because for me, especially as like a recovering student athlete, as I previously said, like I love yoga because it forces me to tune into my body's response to exertion, which, like, for better or for worse, as a young athlete, like, I learned to turn off my body's cues for, like, this feels good, this feels bad, just because of, like, the level of sport that I was playing. Like, it, you know, I don't know, and I feel really complicated about that because, and this is a whole nother rabbit hole, but I feel complicated about that because I think so much of the discipline and the competitiveness and the, like, athleticism that I learned and that I experienced from being in those intense environments was critical to forming me as a young person and also as an athlete. But I also, you know, I mean, I think I like began therapy maybe a year and a half ago for the first time in a long time. I'd been in therapy before, but I think the first time that I like had an instance when I was seeing my therapist where I was triggered just by something that happened in my life, and then went into like a pretty intense anxiety and like trauma response for like a couple days. And the first question she asked me was like, well, what does that feel like in your body? And I like couldn't answer the question. I didn't know. And then we kind of realized that I had this like pretty intense disconnect between what I feel in my body and how that's connected to my brain. Even though, as I said before, like, my body and my brain are so integrated. Like, I know that when I don't feel right in my body, it impacts my brain greatly, and when my mental health is off, like, my physical health, like, makes up for it. But similarly, there's, I mean, maybe different, like, also there's this intense disconnect between the two. And anyway, I don't know. It's just interesting, I guess, to think about like all the experiences that I had that kind of like led to that disconnect, and like situations, both like good and bad, that impacted that disconnect. You know, times where like that disconnect between my brain and my body was